That's one of them, man. That's one of them. Yeah. Welcome. This is episode 41 of the Transferable Experience podcast. Remember to do all the things on all the things. How you feeling today, G?
I mean, I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling light. I had a nice little breakfast, aka the smoothie. Mm-hmm. I had the little red one, so it had all the red fruits, raspberries, strawberries. I threw my own banana in there just because, Yeah. I made it with orange juice. Yeah. But regardless, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. It's a beautiful day today.
How was your week this week, man?
Man, this week, let me see. This week in review. I had a good week. It was not too high, not too low. Mm-hmm. I guess this week I just was in the groove of working. Mm-hmm. Did a lot of like phone calls and like management stuff, like getting people set up. Cause we had a couple guys that's going down to Houston to work, so I had to get them. Had a couple guys coming back from training, so I've been doing a lot of that. Yep. Work wise, did a little self care this week. You know, I went and saw a movie. Took myself out to a movie.
It's important.
Yeah, I was just at the house. I kind of finished work a little early. Came home. And, I had kind of had everything straightened up or as straightened as it was going to be for the day. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dang, I need to do something. Like, I don't know. Like, I could get on the game. And I was like, I don't want to do that. Go watch TV. Don't got the inkling to watch nothing TV, on TV. Yeah. And then I was like online and I saw like an advertisement for the My Hero Academia movie for all the anime fans. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go watch that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And not only just for the movie, just like to just escape. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in a movie theater, it's just like I'm there. Like I'm not really thinking about nothing else. Mm-hmm. And, I went there, got my popcorn. They ain't had no cherry Coke. I spoil myself the most at movies. At the movies. I spoil myself the most at the movies. Like, I get popcorn. I get a soda. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't usually drink soda, and I get like cherry Coke, like which is like
cherry Coke.
It's cherry Coke. It ain't like I'm getting no diet stuff or whatever. And then I got me some chocolate covered almonds. Yeah, I went all out, bro.
Oh yeah,
I was big chilling.
You really treat yourself, man.
But that was good. It got me through the rest of the week. So it was like I did something for myself that I just wanted to do. Yeah, and it felt good instead of always think about what I got to do for other people. Mm-hmm. So the week was good though, man.
That's good, man.
What about you, brother?
Man, so I got to move at the end of this month, and I've been knowing this.
That's always a thing.
But I was hoping that these apartment prices would drop a little bit because they're crazy right now.
Yes, they are.
And so I kind of got to the point where I want to because the 27th is like that week right after like that. I think that's Saturday. Right off after Thanksgiving. And that's when I'm supposed to be out of my place. So I didn't want to move like right after Thanksgiving because that was going to be on my mind. I'm really worried about that. Then I got to hurry up and get back and pack and all that stuff. So I wanted to move the week before, which means I need to find a place this week because that's technically moving next week. Mm-hmm. And man, I went. So we had Thursday off for Veterans Day, but I took Wednesday off too because I was like, yes, I got a nice list, and I don't want to try to like squeeze it into one day because it's probably not going to happen. Because apartment complexes too, like they stop showing once it get dark out, which I understand because people that's get weird and eerie. So so that was like that really mean I didn't have anytime like 5, and then the leases offices don't open until 9. Okay, most of them. Okay, and so what I like to do, like I had a list of places I wanted to see, but from like when I go to one place, if they had a bunch of apartments in the area, I just go over to all the apartments and just ask about their prices, and then I go to the next apartment, and en route to getting to that next apartment, if I see an apartment, I'm gonna stop there. Yeah. So it wasn't like I was just making it through my list because I kept having little detours or whatever, man. Right. But something I realized about myself that I didn't know.
What's that?
I'm a little bougie, man, when it comes to my little apartments, man. I never knew. Until I started looking at apartments, and because the goal was to try to find something that's cool, but maybe not what I would normally go for, but in hopes to save money, you know, because 2022, I like to buy a house. So I'm trying to live below my means if possible so I can, you know,
set yourself up for
be strategic. Yeah. But the prices are just the same everywhere, which is wild. Like no matter if you want the typical quote unquote luxury type nice apartment, or if you just want something that's a little bit more everyday, still pretty nice. They may have renovated it recently or something.
Right.
All the same price rise. So it's like, because when I was looking at stuff, I was like, bro, this not even like my usual type of, you know,
like type of apartment. Yeah.
And it costs the same as the stuff that's usually my jam. So at this point, it makes no sense to get something that I kind of settle in on if I'm not going to be saving money if it's the same price anyway.
Right.
So yeah, so I did that. Wednesday, I hit it pretty hard. Then Thursday, I had got it down to my final 4. Then I went to see all those again. Then I waited till 5 o'clock so I could Google each one from my job to see what it's really like in the midst of traffic. And then I made a decision. So I mean, I got a place. I feel pretty good about it. Like I say, man, rent is just crazy right now, but I feel like it's a good trade off because I may be paying about $200 more in rent, give or take, but it's I was living twice the distance away and having to take tolls. Okay. So it's
the expense for you getting to work.
Yeah, my traveling expense is going to go down. Yeah. Which means they can just go to it. So it's it's not like there's necessarily more money. It's just being reallocated in a sense, you know, because I'm not spending as much on gas anymore.
Yeah, but it's going to get.
But yeah, so it all balances out. But I'm so happy, man, because as you know, it take me an hour to get to work, and then to get to where we record, it's 40 minutes. But now it's gonna be 25 minutes to get to work and 15 minutes to get to where we record. And man,
that's
a big difference, man.
See, when you say that just in conversation, conversationally. It's okay, you knocked it down 20 minutes or you knocked it down 25 minutes, but that makes day-to-day living so much more different, bro.
I'm about to say, and then because, you know, the time change just happened this past week. That hour in the dark different, bro.
You know, it really ain't been hit me this year. Not yet. Because it usually hit me immediately.
No, but that's the thing. In my everyday life, because it kind of hit me last year. It's not hitting me this year as far as that. But I'm saying my drive home, being an hour and it's still daylight outside compared to an hour in the dark. Yeah, that make me sleepy because it's
it's dark.
It's dark, bro. And it automatically make you a little bit more, you know, sleepy and stuff. Yeah. No, I'm saying so that part is hard, but yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to it, man, because I mean, I did that drive. I didn't really complain because I knew what it was. You know, it wasn't like I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but
it was like a bang bang. Nice. It was like a bang bang thing that happened.
Yeah, but it'll be nice, man, to not have to drive as much, man, because I was eating them drives,
and even for you to relatively do anything that you enjoy, it's you already tell yourself.
If I'm under 40 minutes, I'm happy because that's not normal for me. Where I live now. So that's why I say, man, it'll be nice to be a little more centrally located by everybody and stuff, man.
And then you can make things happen for yourself, you know what I mean.
If start having guests again,
because ain't nobody go to their house, y'all.
I'm not saying you was the only person that ever came,
and I made it in there twice.
Yeah,
I can't think of no other time, but I've been there twice.
And you or it, So yeah. It'll be nice, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. Get a little closer to everybody, be a little more centrally located. I think I say this now. We'll see. I think I'm going to start shopping at Whole Foods, man.
I got some fish from Whole Foods last week.
I think I want to transition to getting my actual food from Whole Foods.
Whole Foods is nice.
I'll still, do my little Sam's thing for household items, but I want to
Whole Foods is great.
Yeah, because I think it's one that's maybe 10, 15 away from my new apartment. So I think I'm going to try that out.
I don't know.
It's a few of them.
I was about to say it's a couple of them around here.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to say because it's the one. Yeah,
it's one over there.
Then one in Urban that ain't too far from. But yeah, man. So that's all I've been doing is moving and kind of because Tuesday was the day I came up with the list, and like I said, I went and seen them Wednesday and Thursday. So I really only worked Monday, Tuesday, Friday this week. So as far as work wise, it really wasn't that demanding. And then this, so it really wasn't that demanding, man. But it was a good week, man, because I was really starting to worry and stuff, and and I didn't want to, I was hoping to find somewhere to live, and having to go through stuff. And
there's always such a anxiety inducing time.
Yeah. Then you want to make sure you're making the right decision.
The right decision, because you locked into that.
Yeah.
For at least a year. Just them type of commitment decisions. I don't know. They just foster a lot of like.
And then I think a lot was on me too, because I never made the wrong decision geographically. Like, normally I have it down to like one or two. And that one that I end up picking end up serving me for that year, because like my life gonna change. My life always change, but But when it changed, my location, it benefit me being where I chose to live compared to where I would have chose to live. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I just had to like have faith and kind of pray on that, because I was starting to worry, because like I said, I was pretty much a week out. So you're saying all this to say that we're going to be moving next week? Yeah, probably.
Okay. So.
And that's the thing too. It's like people was like the lady. She was like, "You started packing yet?" That's like next week. I said no. She was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, ma'am, I don't have a place to live, so I think I kind of got to do one thing at a time."
Yeah, that's true.
It honestly doesn't take me long to pack anyway.
Are you doing movers, or are you just going to use the old truck?
No, I really wouldn't have anything to pay the movers to move.
Yeah, all right.
So yeah, man, I'm excited though, man, and I'm gonna actually try to decorate this time and make it my own.
That's what you got to do, bro. You gotta. I don't want to call it nesting, but you gotta like turn the space.
Yeah, you gotta make it to your home
place.
But like, I always got a very, very high respect for people that do stuff that I can't do. And I was not blessed with that interior design gene. Like, like some people, they can be like, well, what you like? Just put that up. And I don't have, like, you can't give me no vague. Like, I'm one of them people that have to, like, I'm the reason interior designers have a job, because I can't do it. Like, I don't know how. I don't know what I'm looking to go for. I don't know how to, like, piece stuff together. I don't know. Like, the running joke of my apartments have always been that they just look like Airbnbs, because they just bear with the essentials. Because I don't know how, like, what I'm supposed to get the hang, like, how to get posted, like, how to put these. I don't know how to do none of that. Like, colors, I don't. I don't know. I literally have no idea how to do. And then people always give me like, I tell people, I was like, I can't take vague advice when it comes to this, because I don't know how to do this at all. So telling me to go on Pinterest don't help me. What am I searching? Men's apartments? Like, what am I, like, I don't know. Yeah, But that's the thing too. When I always go into models, I'm like, man, this feel good. Man, I like to live in this. Like,
let me just get all this,
because I don't know how to do that, man. But I'm really gonna make an effort, and like I've already got some friends that kind of done agreed to like help me.
There you go.
Change my house into a home.
There you go. Like 3 weeks ago, I bought a bunch of these posters and stuff. And
it make a difference when you got that personal touch too.
Yeah.
And I honestly never just lived in a place where outside of living with my parents, I
can honestly say, I don't even know if I could look at a picture and be like, that's something to buy. Like, I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't either, bro.
I don't know what that is for you.
And I'm a minimalist, so I just like nice, simple, clean, open. But you can still have stuff and achieve that.
Yeah.
Without it feeling too cluttered. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do it.
I think you just, sometimes with that stuff, bro. To be honest, you just gotta start. Like, you gotta just start, because it ain't nothing but a blank canvas, and all in all.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying.
I do kind of got like a little direction. Well, no, I don't. I just know it's been some posters that I wanted where they like, they're like big size posters where they like movie size, like a movie size poster.
Oh, okay.
But you can get different album covers. So I'll probably get like my favorite albums.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
because I was gonna get one of those for the living room.
Yeah, so I won't like. I might do it to where I don't know. I gotta do this, but I kind of want like maybe going over like the couch. I don't know, and I'm gonna get like just 3 of my little favorite albums.
There you go. That
kind of go from there. I don't know. I do want to do some stuff though and make it feel like a home. I feel like I've never lived in a.
That's what make it feel like. I mean, of course you are. I'm sorry, you're already like renting a spot, but that's how you make it go from feeling like just a huge space to somewhere like, no, this is where I live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is my space. Like this is the area that I created for myself to be comfortable. That's how I get that way. You know what I mean?
Because I feel like if you go into my apartment and you never been in it before, and they said, which one of your friends live here? Nothing about my apartment, unless you just know the clothes I wear. Nothing about my apartment say, oh yeah, he live here. It's not like I got family photos of or none of my like stuff that represent me. There's nothing. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, you know, some people like, you're like, oh, they got a little thing. That's what. That's where they went to school.
Yeah,
or
you like, oh, I know this such and such.
Or they might just straight up have a picture of them, or their degree up or something, and it's
or just like you said, you see like a photo of you see like an album cover post, like, oh,
I can tell from that.
Yeah, because I know he listen to this dude all the time. Yeah,
nothing. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Because it's so crazy. Because when I go to people's apartments and stuff, and they done like made it into their own, I be like, man, this feels so warm.
Yeah, how you did that?
I always say, I was like, man, this feels warm. I wish I could do this. Like, I don't know how, but
I just be amazed at how some people can utilize a space on a wall. Because I got a friend in Philly. Shout out to Eden. Like, I went in her apartment, and it's like it's fat pictures, skinny pictures. There's like a bowl hanging up on the wall. I was like, just the way she utilized her wall was just so amazing. And I was just like, dang, how you even? They go back to that time when I was talking about being a visionary. How like you could just see a blank something like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, yeah, I envy
like,
people.
Some people like, I know a lot of my friends. They always say like, you're not even supposed to have a bare wall. You're always supposed to have some. I was like, I'm completely going against that. I have not a single thing hanging in my apartment. I've never even hung anything in an apartment I ever had.
Oh, really? Dang.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm
about to say it anyway. Yeah,
I'm really.
I always put something on the wall.
I need help. Like, that's what I'm saying. I can't do it by myself. I don't know how. But yeah, I'm up for the challenge though, and I'm gonna work with people, and we're gonna turn this house into a home this time, man.
Well, you know, I'll be there to watch it progress. I'll be there to watch it progress, man. And it's actually funny that you're talking about that because, like, what I want to get into today and what we were talking about is also kind of like an embodiment of what you're talking about. So you decorating your apartment, right? That's you doing something to, I don't know, that makes you belong in your space, right? Like I'm a decorate my apartment so that I feel more connected to this house. I feel more attached. I feel more like, so this space is mine and I belong within the walls of it. I think what you're alluding to is like a human experience that a lot of people deal with themselves, even if they don't know. Yeah, and that's rituals, right? And I know when I said that, I know a lot of people listening. First thing they thought about was like, "What do you mean, like witches?" You know what I mean? Yeah, which is the easiest thing to think about when you think of like a ritual and what it means and the connotation. So I ask you before I take a deep dive, what has been your relationship with rituals? I don't know, this far in your life.
The word or the concept?
The concept and word. Like when you hear that, what did you?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm like part of the majority that normally, I instantly go like on some witchcraft, or you got like a little. Like you like shrine in a corner that you burn some stuff on or something like that. That's what I think of when I hear ritual. But honestly, that's one thing. Or I just think like a routine. I know some people use that it's like as a synonym for routine.
It can be. It can be.
And then you said the definition of it, then conceptually, rituals. I don't know, man. I think it's been like a lot of rituals like in my life that like I never really knew were rituals until like we kind of got in this, and I started thinking about stuff that like I always do, because like I say, I am a creature of habit, very much so.
Right, that's almost saying that.
Yeah, which lends me to I have plenty of rituals that I just didn't know were rituals.
Yeah. So just to throw the definition out there, because I kind of want the conversation to have some framework to it. So a ritual, and of course, we got a lot of articles today, not just Psychology Today. Okay. Ritual is an act or a series of acts that are performed or observed in a society on occasions, events, festivals, and ceremonies. These rituals have a symbolic value and also have a religious basis. Now, the ending of that second sentence can be up for interpretation.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Because I believe, all rituals don't have to have a religious basis, but a lot of them do.
Yeah.
And I don't know what even spurred this conversation, or like me even wanting to talk about it, is because I was thinking about our last episode, and if you listen to the last episode, we started talking about holidays and getting together and stuff like that. And I just started having this wonder of just how human experience goes in our world. You know what I mean? And when I mean that, like, okay, we on this planet and we making life up, and we give it its meaning. So how do we define that? And then I was like, well, a lot of it's done through, like we said, like getting together, sharing time with people. But these are like rituals, things that we felt like we needed to do in order to belong, or this what gave us our understanding of the context in which we live. You know what I mean? And that's like older Jew talking about this. Like when you're young and when you think about it, it starts to be like, you might think of it like this when you're a kid. Like I know for me, we went to my grandma's house every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, we went there every Sunday, pretty much ate food after church. So I went to church first, and then grandma's house after that, where we cooked and we ate. Yeah, that was a ritual. That's a ritual we did every Sunday. You know what I mean? And I think back to it, and I think to myself, "Oh, that's just what we did." You know what I mean? I'm
about to say, when you're younger, that's like, you just like, this is just what we do.
Yeah, this is what we do. Which can be looked at as a tradition as well. You know what I mean? And I know when we were talking about this during the week, you kind of was like, well, what's the difference between a tradition and a ritual? Did you figure that out? Do you have an idea? Because I got something, but I want to ask you.
I have a better idea of it, but go ahead and.
Okay, well, I was just going to get a definition of a tradition. So a tradition is a generic term that encompasses a wide variety of things and concepts that are handed down by one generation to another. So you hear tradition, whereas the Sunday dinner was the ritual, our tradition is family time after church. You know what I'm saying? You spend time with your family on Sundays. That's the tradition. Yeah. The ritual can be whatever it is y'all did. Some families play Scrabble every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some do, I don't know, whatever.
Because the action is kind of the ritual. Yeah. Whereas like on a macro level is the tradition. Like how you said, macro level, spend time with each family.
Yeah. The actual action.
Micro,
is a Sunday dinner. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. When you hear these definitions, Ed, I mean, what does your mind go to? What do you think?
I just instantly think of one thing being like when a baby get their hair cut for the first time.
Oh yeah, that's crazy because a lot of people save that, right?
Yeah, and you save the hair.
Dang.
Put it in the bag. to do what with? Who knows? But yeah,
people do that, and I don't really know the background of that either.
That's only, but it's a ritual.
It's a ritual because you talk to a lot of people. They be like, "Man, I used to have hair. I used to have hair." Mm-hmm. Everybody had a little ducktail that was like.
I might say, in the early 90s, that little ducktail was a thing.
Yeah,
I got mine cut it off because I didn't like when my mama would replat it.
All right, my mama just cut mine.
Yeah,
my mama just cut mine and she cut Buddha's, and I always held that over her head like, "Why'd you cut my hair? I would have had long hair by now."
Well, that's a wild thing you just had.
but you actually right because a lot of people had ducktails back when we was little. Like that was like a very common thing.
Yeah, it was a thing in the early 90s.
Had a little duck in the V right there in the back.
Yeah, I might say you have a regular haircut. You just got that in the back.
In the back. I guess it's just like the first hair like that's grown from out the womb. I guess it's sacred. I don't know. Yeah. So these rituals, and we have a couple different articles here that I'm gonna bring this up. Mm-hmm. They kind of, and when you think about it, you might think of rites of passage. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's another common thing, where like, and it's culturally different. You know what I'm saying? There's some cultures where like quinceañeras. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the Hispanic,
in the black community, maybe when you finally stand up to your father and willing to fight him. That's a ritual, bro. Every man got to go through that.
Every man do got to go through that.
When you just have to...
That's when you got to let your daddy know, like, hey, bro.
I'm a man now.
Yeah. Hey, you really ain't got to talk to me like that.
Yeah. On some level.
On some level.
Respect me as a man. Now.
That is.
And you willing to stand up for it.
Yeah, you really stand.
So that's a ritual. When you willing to stand up for yourself.
And you know what? That's just like human. That's just animalistic nature. Mm-hmm. Even the lion challenges his dad when she get his stuff together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we do the same thing. Mm-hmm. And I just think that it's funny how like we go through these things and we don't even realize at the time what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's just like a natural process almost, and it just happens, you know? So I have an article here. This one is, I don't even know how to pronounce this right. But it's I'm gonna have it in this UNESCO. How do you pronounce that? UNESCO. I just want to read the first sentence. It say, social practices, rituals, and festive events are habitual activities that structure the lives of communities and groups that are shared by and relevant to many of their members. Right. Mm-hmm. So, I think when we engage in these festivals or like rituals, these are embodiments of what represents our culture or our community that we live in.
Yeah.
So I just got to use our community, Southeast Texas, like going to the football game on a Friday. That's a ritual because that's what we value. And that's how you can see what your community values by what's celebrated. Mm-hmm. Man, you in Orange on Friday, you ask somebody what they doing Friday, be a 30-year-old man. What you doing Friday? I'm going to the game.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, I'm going to go to the game. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then after that, they probably just go drink. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about that, and I was asking my mom about it. I was like, man, why do we take this so seriously? Why is this such a prominent thing in our society? Mm-hmm. And she's like, I don't know. It's probably just something that just passed down. Like people, my mama and daddy did this, so I do this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I was just like, yeah, and that's why I wanted to bring it up. Let me ask you this. What are some rituals that you feel like you participated in coming up? Like maybe you noticed it or didn't notice it.
I know like one ritual that just was overwhelming growing up for me was we went to church on Sundays. Mm-hmm. What was another ritual we participated in? I can't think of anything.
Remember the Mustang one from Koga to the high school? Did you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Did you do that?
Sometimes.
But like those are just little things that I think about, like things that happen, and like I don't know. I guess we feel like doing those things made us a man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know I've noticed with rituals, there's almost like a compellment to do it. Like I feel compelled to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do it just because this is what I thought that I need to do in order to be on the football team. You know what I'm saying? I got to do this program, or to be on this football team, I need to do off season, or I have to do off season, but I have to do like summer workouts and go up to the high school.
So like going to college is a ritual.
Yeah.
You feel like you have to do that in order to be successful.
Yeah, exactly. And like you're conditioned for that, right?
Mm-hmm. Because
that's what you're told. Like that's what it takes. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's strange. I feel like there are also like more social rituals that happen, like inside the house that are not like so structured. Like with college, that's like a societal big picture thing. Mm-hmm. But there are things that happen every day. You know what I'm saying? We have an article for. I don't know if you want to read it. Just some social rituals that you probably engage in every day.
But I think, as you said that growing up in my household, I think a social ritual me and my family always did. We always watched sports as a family together.
Okay.
That was a ritual we always did.
Okay. Was that just how y'all spent our family time together, or just like?
It was just pretty much. That was like kind of everybody common ground. You know, some people might like these type of TV shows, but
you can never
one thing we could always agree on is sports.
Sports. Okay. Did it matter what sport, or y'all watch anything?
Mainly just football and basketball.
Okay. So y'all ain't watching no soccer match?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Social rituals, inherently meaningful or fulfilling, proving or fortifying the underlying deeper connection, richly shared human experience, transcending culture and language. I thought this was a good article. That definition is in one titled "It's Not Small Talk, It's Social Ritual." Mm-hmm. Did you have a reaction to this article, to this title before?
Oh yeah, it was just interesting because it was kind of just comparing the differences between small talk and social rituals, and it just reminded me of like when I always say like when you talk to people, if you don't, it play right into this. If you don't want to just have meaningless small talk, you always got to find a common ground. Okay, like something that y'all both enjoy, or you know, like it's like a shared experience or something. You know, something that y'all both do, or something where y'all can relate. You know, on some level. So for easy, most guys into sports, so you can connect there, or
or like I think one thing they said, commenting on the weather is like something that that people do.
Because when one summer I was like a bellhop at a hotel, and like I got like about 5 minutes to earn a tip from me, getting their bags from the car to getting up to their hotel room. And that's what I started off. I asked how their trip was. The next thing I do is go into weather, and we talk about weather. Or it's like, and in talking to them, it was like that where I was always trying to find some common ground. So they said they was from Houston. Oh, my sister lives in Houston. Oh, really? What part? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That area you guys live in. That's and just going from there. Or then you just talk about the weather. Everybody like talking about the weather. It's just one of them things that everybody got to experience. So you pretty much gonna have an opinion on it. Exactly.
No, I was about to say the same thing. Weather, everybody got to go through it, so everybody gonna have something to say about it. Just like you said, I think that's interesting because there's a good quote in this article. I love it, and it kind of goes over the overall thing I'm talking about. It says like the mentality of a social ritual. So how do you go through this? Like, how do you even approach this being a thing? It says the mentality of a social ritual is I'm human, you're human, let's be humans together. Which is such an interesting thing because, like, you got your woes, you know what I'm saying? I got mine. But there are just but the experience of succeeding or failing at them is like, it's like a chance that we both share just in living life, which is why I find it so significant. something like the weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something like family time, or something like puberty. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody pretty much goes through that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's outliers, but most people go through that. You know what I mean? So if I say, like just think about the funny card games that we play, like Cards Against Humanity and like the little black card game. Mm-hmm. Most of those jokes are like predicated on something like, well, everybody's went through.
Oh yeah, like some type of shared experience.
Like, everybody went through like a breakup, or you know,
or like they ask about TV, cultural TV shows, like Martin over Fresh Prince or something like that, or they might refer to one and say, who was the friend in this, you know,
Pam or Gina, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that type of thing. I don't know. It was just always interesting to me, and it makes me feel like I'm not alone in this life, you know what I'm saying, or whatever we want to call this, you know what I'm saying. Some people call it the simulation, but you know what I mean.
But there is a lot of social rituals though that I like engage in and really enjoy, because you know, I think number one would be for me is sharing meals with people, because I love to eat. So like having that experience with someone is something I enjoy doing, like just eating with people. And like I say, it's so many, and I feel like you might have a hard time coming up with rituals, but not social rituals. Like a baby shower is a social ritual. That
is something that we created too. Yeah, that's a major life event. Like those major life events, like baby showers, funerals, birthdays, housewarmings. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna have a housewarming?
Yes, I will.
See, and why do you feel like you need to have it?
Yeah, that's a ritual. Yeah, I just feel like I need to do one. I mean, I want to do one too. I haven't had one in COVID and stuff.
I never really had one for this house. Like, you know what I mean? And or like even when you say I'm moving to a new place, somebody could say, you eventually gonna get the question, oh, are you gonna do a housewarming? Like,
yeah, because it's a social ritual.
It's a social ritual.
Or a ritual might be, some people when they get a house, they gotta get rid of the negative energy, so they might sage.
They might sage, yeah. So there's a video too on YouTube that I watched about rituals, and basically what he was saying was this. He was like, something is a ritual if it's like predicated on time, like you got to do it before you do something else. That's a way, or you got to do it right after this happens. And the example that he used, he asked the crowd, he had a crowd, and he was like, how many of you in here take a shower, then brush your teeth? And then people raised their hand. And then he asked, how many people brush their teeth before they get in the shower? And people raised their hand. And he was like, it's a ritual if you can't switch those activities. So if you can't,
I remember that.
If you can't take a shower, like if you normally brush your teeth before you get in the shower, and you can't switch that, it's probably a ritual for you.
Yeah,
because it's connected. It's connected to you coming into, I guess, your day. You know what I mean? And I understand that, because there's some things that I got to do. Like me, this is very vulgar, but I have to use the restroom before I take a shower. Like I'm never gonna take a shower then use the restroom. Yeah, because I feel like that's just backwards. Yeah, you know what I mean? Or morning rituals. Everybody has a morning ritual. Yeah, for you, like I know, and a lot of people on this podcast hear you always talk about working out. Yep. And even when you had to switch it to the afternoons, you started feeling off.
Yep, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you know something is like a ritual to you. When you don't do it, or you don't do it in the way that you accustomed to doing it, it kind of knocks you off.
Yeah, that's like me. I gotta like go grocery shopping during the weekends. I don't like going on the weekdays. Throw me off. It's my ritual.
It just breaks it. Yeah, it breaks it up. It breaks the week up.
Or heck, like that example, I will never brush my teeth and get in the shower. I've never done that. I don't do that. That's a ritual for me. I have to do shower, then brush my teeth.
I think I'm the same way, but I've just done it like that my whole life. to where I don't even freaking think about it. Like I couldn't even imagine. Like
you take care of your, that. Then you start doing the other stuff.
Then you start doing the other stuff.
The lotion, the oils, all that good job.
Yoga, you do your little meditation. That's a morning ritual. I know. When I was working in California, I had a couple employees, teammates. They had to do yoga in the morning. Like they woke up at 5:30 to do it. Like our job didn't start till 8, but they like, bro, it's embedded in me. You know what I mean?
Ritual.
That's their ritual. Like if I don't do this, I'm not prepared to tackle the day. Basically.
Yeah.
And in the video, I think that's what he explained, and I thought that was so cool. I'm gonna put that in the description because it was a very good video. I liked it.
That's like me praying in the morning. Like that's one of my morning rituals.
Bro, I wake up. I mean, I pray as soon as I open my eyes, bro.
Yeah, like that's
like it don't necessarily be me on a knee on my bed. I might be laying down, wake up. Like, oh man, I gotta pray. You know what I'm saying?
That's the first thing I do when I wake up. So if I don't have time to do that because I'm just rushing in late, that would throw me off.
And there's an example of a ritual being religious based. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to give my praises due, you know what I'm saying, before I go to the day. Because after that, I feel like I'm in the good grace. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just think the more you think about it, the more you realize something is a ritual for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I come in the house, like the first thing I do is take my shoes off. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I do something with my shoes, and either I'm gonna put them in the closet, or I go put them in the hall closet with the coats. If I got on my boots, if I got on regular shoes, I go switch them out and put my slides on. Yeah. I don't know, it's a ritual. As soon as I walk in the house, I do that.
Gotta do something with the shoes.
You gotta do something with my shoes, man. And I don't know, man. It's just interesting the things that we do as people to signify and solidify our being, I guess. You know what I mean? And some of the things could be very
I feel like a lot of that stuff is just unconscious that you do at this point too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you just do it because I
know somebody that take their toothbrush in the shower.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Why?
I asked the same thing, and
is that to save time?
I think so. But
do they got like a little holder in there, or do you just hold that in your hand?
I think they just hold it in their hand.
So soap. I mean,
hey man, I didn't ask any questions either because I couldn't conceptualize it.
Yeah, that's a lot of working parts.
I couldn't conceptualize it either.
I don't think I understand that one.
I mean, hey, you do what you do if it makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah, I would say just from like operational, from a logistics standpoint, like if I brush my teeth first in the shower, I need to put my toothbrush down,
and then you don't know what's gonna happen to that.
I'm saying, how are you gonna put it down? Because then water with the soap, and showers are pretty messy. Water splash all over the place.
Yeah, it is. Especially if you're doing what you need to do.
Yeah, and you pretty much need two hands to shower most of the time. I ain't never did it with one, so I would say that I need to. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? How you gonna get behind your legs and stuff?
Or when you need to put soap on a towel.
Oh yeah, you gotta hold the towel.
So you gonna do that with one hand, or maybe you got one of those fancy people that got like little hanging soap dispensers.
I have no idea.
But why would you want to hold a toothbrush in your hand while you do that?
I don't know, man.
Or then when you want to switch, you got to get the other hand, or you just gonna use the same hand and go under. I know I would have had some questions for them.
I just let it be, and I try not to.
Feel free to explain that in the comments to me.
Yeah,
whoever you are.
Yeah. It's actually my significant other. I think she do that.
Oh man, pardon self.
No. Well, I didn't want to put it out like that because I didn't see her come out the shower with the toothbrush in her hand, and I'm like, why is the toothbrush in the shower? She gonna kill me for putting this out there. That's why he said her name.
Yeah,
but if you know her, you know what I'm talking about. Because I didn't came in the restroom and see her come out the shower with her toothbrush, and I was like, did you just brush your teeth in the shower? And she was like, yeah, and I was just like,
okay.
It was a cause for pause, bro.
Yeah.
It was a cause for pause. I just said.
Yeah.
And you know what? That might be another thing. When you see somebody else do their ritual, that's how you know it's theirs.
Their ritual.
You're like, oh, I just don't understand that. You know,
that's their ritual.
That's their ritual. That's what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, it's all personalized, and like even funny enough, even like doing this podcast has become a ritual. Like this is how, in most cases, I just reflect on the week, or just how I get out my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like think about we've only missed a week like twice where we didn't put out anything. Yeah. And just think about how weird that week was.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause I know that because as soon as we come back and record, that's the first thing we say on the episode. It's like, dang, we ain't record last week. I feel weird.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
I feel like a piece of me missing. You know what I'm saying? And after us doing it for this long, I mean, we coming up on, so we're about to be at 50 in a couple of weeks. Like,
yeah.
And then we almost gonna be at a year in what, like 2 months? Like January, right? When we started. January or something? Yeah. And like at this point, it is a ritual for me. It's embedded it's embedded in what I do. Yeah. Kind of like you, how like you got to go grocery shop on the weekend. I got to record the podcast. Like there's no way around it.
That's true. This is definitely a ritual.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I just send people on just think about those things and I don't know, when you have that in your head and you're conscious about it, and you'll start to be like, why am I doing this? And it might seem crazy to you, but you might realize, like, and you start asking yourself, why do I do this? And you start realizing, well, dang, cause my mama taught me how to do this. And if I don't do this, how am I supposed to do this if I don't do this? Then you probably know you got yourself a ritual. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's I know we started it off with it being like an eerie connotation to it. But I come from like an anthropologic background. So, you know, I did anthropology in college. So this was always the type of stuff I was interested in hearing. You know what I mean? Yeah. When we would study like this stuff in college, this would be my favorite classes. Because it's just interesting just to see what different people do with their lives. I don't know weird peeping Tom stuff, but like on some, that's how they do life.
Culturally and stuff.
Culturally, like.
Because I know when you say rituals, I think there's a lot of rites of passages in different communities, and there might be different things that people do.
Think about even in Orange. You tell somebody in Orange at 14 years old, like, oh, I ain't gonna play football in high school. They're gonna say, what?
Yeah. Like back home, that is like a rite of passage to play football.
That's a rite of passage. That's a way of life. It literally say that in the gym. WS football, way of life. Like that was a rite of passage. You know what I'm saying? That first Masonic Temple party, some rite of passage. That was a rite of passage for us, man. Like, you gonna get sweaty, you gonna slip on that floor a little bit, but hey, man, that's what it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some of us wore sweatshirts, some of us wore balling shorts. You know what I'm saying? But we was all in there, you know? And then when they take those things away, it's like, dang, that's a blow to the community. Like, I feel bad for these kids that can't go.
Like, I was thinking, like, we had a lot of social rituals like that we mentioned on here, like when we would go to Taco Bell every Friday.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Or during the summer when we would go to Buffalo Wild Wings on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Well, I remember at one point we hooped every day. Yeah. We hooped every day, then went and took a shower, and then went partied or something like that. It was like, and when somebody couldn't make the hoop session, people be like, dang, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Or if we said, oh, we ain't hooping today, it seems strange to not do it. Even like another rites of passage. Dang, what we did. Like prom and like homecoming. Yeah. It's my college's homecoming today. That's like a rite of passage for us.
I know sometimes like when a rite of passage for some people I know, I've been told like, when they graduate, they might have their first beer with their dad or something.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So that might be a rite of passage.
Or like when dudes find out they having a girl, they smoke cigars. Or is it when they having a boy?
I think it's just kids in general.
Oh, I always thought when it was.
But I think that's what you just do for the man. It might be for the boy. I think it's for
a boy, right?
Something, but it's something. I haven't had a kid yet. I don't know, but it's something with cigars and kids. When you have a kid, you smoke cigars.
You smoke cigars. I
think
know.
I think that's just the ritual when you have a kid. The men smoke cigars in celebration,
and that's crazy because that was like the man baby shower. You just do that. You just do that and
enjoy
then
your little cigar and then back to it.
That's it. Hey, 30 minutes tops. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sit there, y'all talk about when you used to not have a kid on the way, and then it's over.
Back to work.
Now you gender reveals, meatballs, Burberry shirts, everything.
All rituals.
All rituals. All rituals. All rituals. And I don't know. I start to think about like black rituals, like everybody saw Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like those cultural ones, like societal ones, like that.
Yeah,
things like that. You know, but all in all, I think it's good that we have those. I think our generation specifically, maybe one more after hours, I think our rituals are so intact because coming up, who we were raised by, all they had was family. Like, there's probably gonna be rituals like social media type rituals. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Going forward, like even like on Thanksgiving, they always do like Black Thanksgiving hashtag, and now that's becoming like something that happens every year. You know what I'm saying? Or like Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. People go to that, but I say what I'm saying. Our people pass down a lot of those rituals to us and traditions to us. And I think that going forward is going to be interesting to see which ones stay, which ones like fall, and which ones are getting reshaped. You know what I mean? Because some of them might not be the same. Like
I might say because, some recipes leaving.
We're losing. Hey, I might not get the first slice of turkey.
We are losing recipes.
People pecan pies and stuff, they going out the window here.
Yeah, I might say because there's some
people
recipes.
Just buy them now.
I'll say there's some recipes I got there, or it's literally written on a piece of paper.
For real?
Yeah.
See, you don't get that no more.
Just imagine if that piece of paper get wet. I remember, I used to have. There was a box. I don't know if this was my grandmother's or my mom's, but it was like a box, and it had like different letters on it, and under each letter, it was a recipe for like different stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it was like written. It was literally just written on sheets of paper, the recipes. Right. But you could find it like that. It was just a box, and it was A through Z.
That's so clutch.
Yeah, I don't know if that still exists, but I know it did at one point because I remember my mom looking at it. She was like, pecan pie. Dun, dun, dun.
For real?
Pull that little piece of paper out. Yeah.
See,
I don't know if that's still... If they still have it, but that was definitely something more in their time with it. That's how you passed down.
You passed it down.
They had the recipes organized. I had to ask my mom if she still got that.
That's actually pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I bet you could just add to it too.
Yeah, because like I said, it's literally just like a regular type of thing where it's like a box with like the little cards with just the letters on them, and it's A through Z.
That's history right there, bro.
I don't know if we still got that. I'm gonna have to ask
somebody to like type those up so they don't get lost,
so it can be digitized. Yeah,
so they can be.
It's forever.
Yeah, like when I see stuff like that, like, bro, we gotta preserve this.
Yeah, like some stuff because boy, a cup of water can. It's generations down the drain.
I'm about to say you just wiped out half your family history,
bro. A cup of water.
Boy, they spilled the Budweiser.
That's crazy.
But his whole family history, it cleared it out. And you know that paper kind of old too. So once it's wet,
I might say, yeah,
that mug gone.
And you look at it, already got some little food stamps that was right in real time.
Right,
oh,
yeah.
That's the
yeah. I don't think I ever. Nah. I know my grandma wrote them down, but I don't even know if we got a box like that. But you're right.
I can't. It was my mom or grandmother. I don't know who box it was.
We losing recipes, bro.
Losing them, man. That's unfortunate.
And I also think a lot of this is because people kind of go back to people's just not. I won't say unwillingness. It's just you're not forced to be around people if you don't have to. You know, a lot of rituals, the social ones, or like communal, like they involve gathering and stuff like that. And now you could just send your little Facebook post, "Hey, I miss y'all. Wish I could be there." And that's it. You don't necessarily have to go. I'm just saying some money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so.
But yeah, this has been episode 41 of the Transferable Experience podcast. Remember, as always, to do all the things and all the things. And man, I know the holidays coming up.
Go ahead.
I just want to tell y'all, man, go ahead and get that recipe. You may think, I'll get it at some point, but you just never know, man. We're getting older.
Why not just try? Just try it so you at least know how to make something.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's a recipe that Big Mama, Auntie, somebody make, man. Go ahead and get that this year. Really, man, because you just never know.
Hey, here go another one, too. Don't wait the last minute to go and try to buy your turkeys and your Thanksgiving stuff, because the people going to be out, bro.
Yeah.
Don't go there Wednesday night trying to buy no turkey. You ain't going to find one, all right?
And they more expensive this year. Good luck.
I'm doing a turkey this year. We passed out rolls.
You what?
I'm doing a turkey this year.
Oh, okay.
The main one.
It's your time.